Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome into another Nuremberg Toy Fair news video. Today we're going to be talking about the information that I have on the Star Wars sets, and this is, I guess, an exclusive. No one else is talking about it right now, but I'm going to break down all of the set prices that we know about for the different sets and kind of give you a feel of the amount of sets that we are actually going to be getting in the summer. Could be springtime, we'll have to wait and see. They do release some sets sometimes in April, so hopefully that is the case with some of these. And I'm going to talk about what they potentially could be later on. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start things off with TBD IP 14 2020. I'm just going to break down what that means. So I saw a lot of people asking, but TBD stands for to be determined. IP most likely stands for intellectual property, so Star Wars in this case. 14, I believe, is the set number for this year, and up to this date, if I counted properly, we've had 11, so that leaves 2 spots in between here. Could be UCS sets that aren't included here listed, but anyways, 2020, of course, the year that the set's coming out. And then anyways, the price for this is $60, and we already know what this is, and the price for this is 60 USD and 80 Canadian, and we know that these are the 2 busts that I've talked about in the other video. Well, I didn't talk, I guess, but they're going to be a Stormtrooper bust, so I'm just going to guess it's the white one, as well as a Boba Fett one. So that's also set number 15 here on the list. And then moving on to number 16, we also know what this is, and it's going to be retailing for 70 USD and 100 Canadian. And this is going to be the buildable Dio, which will most likely come with the minifigure scale Dio, which we've seen with like Yoda and the Porg and BB-8. So that's pretty cool. I'm interested to see the scale and size. I'm intrigued to see what this will look like next to BB-8. But moving on now, we also have the next set, which we already know as well, and that's the Advent Calendar, and that's going to be 30 USD or 40 Canadian. And then now we're getting into the stuff that we don't know about. So set number 18 is going to be 30 USD and 40 Canadian. Same with the next one, number 19. And then number 20 is going to be 40 USD and 50 Canadian. 21 is going to be 70 USD and 90 Canadian. 22 is going to be 100 USD and 120 Canadian. And then number 23, it skips over it, the list that I'm getting this from a site that has had a bunch of reliable information about the stuff that was shown off at Toy Fair in the back room. So they do skip over number 23. It just means that they probably didn't display it there, which could be the cases for sets 12 and 13 as well. And then number 24 will be retailing for 160 USD and 180 Canadian. Now all these prices could be a little off. Now you'll notice here that the cheapest set is 30 USD, so that makes me think there is no battle packs coming, although they could be sets numbers 12 and 13. So I don't know, but what does that mean for like a 501st battle pack, which I don't necessarily really want, but it means that it probably isn't coming, and it also probably won't come because, well, I want to do a whole video on it separately, but the more you ask for something, it won't happen. Specifically with Lego, you're just bypassing the Lego ideas process. They can't give in to that. But what do I think that these sets are going to be? I have a feeling they're probably going to be Clone Wars based, because I think that they've had, at least for this specifically, they've had a lot of time to develop these sets, right? Specifically, I think back to with The Mandalorian. Of course, Baby Yoda wasn't in that set simply because no one knew about it. But when it comes to Clone Wars, a lot of the episodes that they're actually creating in different things have been unfinished episodes, so they have known about a bunch of the different characters. I'm thinking specifically the Bad Batch would make for a great set, as well as just, we've seen the Ahsoka 501st Trooper helmet and all that from posters, and it's just been a long time since we've seen a bunch of stuff for Clone Wars Season 7, so I'm hoping that maybe they'll have some stuff here. We'll just have to wait and see, but I definitely think that there's a lot of options. In terms of the Rise of Skywalker, there is a bunch of stuff that I've already talked about in past videos that I would love to see be made. Of course, the biggest one that I really want is the actual Emperor's Throne from Episode 9. I'd also love to see a couple of the ships. I'd love a remake of the First Order Troop Transport. It'd be fun to get. I'm probably going to do a mock of that on my own, of what that set could look like, as well as the Knights of Ren ship would be pretty cool to get, as well as maybe the one that Poe and them steal, the one that dropped off Rey on Jakku. That would be another good option, I think, but just something to get the other 2 members of the Knights of Ren I really want But yeah, for the Rise of Skywalker, there's not really too many other things, and maybe a Final Order, Star Destroyer, or whatever. That'd be cool to get. But what else could they do? Maybe some Mando sets. I'm not really sure. We have seen the Razor Crest for a long time, so it could be that. But in terms of Baby Yoda being included, maybe they'd rush production on it because, well, we know that the Brickheads is coming. So hopefully, maybe one of these sets, one of the more expensive ones, belong to the Razor Crest. And I'm also thinking of the Jedi Fallen Order. Maybe the biggest set could be the Mantis. We'll have to wait and see, but I think that would be really cool to get Cal Kestis and a couple of other people from the game with, I think it would just be such a great opportunity. It would be really awesome. Imagine, I know it won't happen, I'm kind of just spitballing here while I'm talking, but I'd love to maybe get like, could have like a little table inside, and you could even, they could include in the set a bunch of different colors for you to actually change out your actual lightsaber blade color, as well as maybe give you a couple of different hilt colors. I don't know, maybe that's an idea for a separate video. I think that would be really, really cool as an option. But anyways, everyone, what do you think of all this? What are you expecting these sets to be? I'm really hoping that they are Clone Wars, and I don't know, I think that would be really awesome for the new season and everything. And unfortunately, one won't have Maul since he is coming in the book. I'll link that at the end if you haven't seen that yet. The other thing that I just want to quickly mention is if you haven't voted yet, please vote for the LEGO Ideas vote for the next UCS Star Wars set. I don't want to give you my opinion, I don't want to sway you or anything, but just go with what you want, make your own decision. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you did enjoy this, and I hope that you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next one.